Good morning. Welcome to Up to the Minute. It is Friday, October the 27th. Good to have you with us on this finally Friday. We've got some special guests coming your way. We're talking about spooky films on a rooftop, all that and more in just a few minutes. My co-host every Friday, Randy Ramsey of the Southwest Alternate Media Project, better known as Swamp, and also one of our instructors here at HCC. Good to see you this morning, Randy.
Good morning. It's a, great, perfect weekend pre-Halloween. Super excited.
It's Halloween weekend. Halloween coming up on Tuesday. For those of you keeping score on the weather, 80s today, possible rain, could be that way all the way through the weekend. But on Monday, get this, we could be dropping back down to the 40s. And that's going to last, they say, for at least a week. So we'll see how that goes, especially on Halloween night. Could be a little chilly. If you're planning on dressing up like Tarzan and Jane, you might want to rethink your options while you still have time, Randy.
Well, my daughter decided this year she was going to be Merida. So I'm thrilled because that's quite a heavy velvet outfit she's got going there. So this should cut down on the whining a little bit.
Yeah, it's probably was a good choice thinking ahead now, knowing that it's going to be cold. So anyway, we've got a big show for you today. Before we get to that, we want to thank everyone watching us on Facebook and YouTube. We're here just about every morning that HCC is in session at 10 a.m. live Mondays through Fridays. But they can also catch us, Randy, anytime in social media. They can rewatch the show as well on HCCTV.
That's right. We're on Facebook, the Houston Community College District Facebook page, YouTube, X, LinkedIn, and HCCTV at noon, 5 and 10, Monday through Friday.
Okay, stick around because you'll be interviewing this next guest, Randy. We're welcoming the head of HCC's tutoring efforts. Amanda Guerrero is the director of Instructional Support, Academic Success Center here at HCC. Good to see you, Amanda.
Awesome. Thanks for having me this morning.
We appreciate you joining us. We're going to be, Randy's going to be with you in about 10 minutes to hear all about HCC's tutoring efforts. So stick around. We'll be with you shortly. Okay, we're going to kick things off right now. Returning guest. We usually bring him around this time of year and other times. Donovan Johnson is the operations manager of Rooftop Cinema Club in Uptown Park. And Donovan, I guess this is a big time of year for you with Halloween on the way.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me, Todd. We're super excited about all the stuff that we're going to be showing for this Halloween and the weekend leading up to this Halloween. Got tons of movies on the horizon.
Now, for those who haven't had a chance to experience the Rooftop Cinema itself, for those viewers, give them an idea of what you guys offer.
So Rooftop Cinema Club is cinema under the stars. Basically, you go up to the 5th floor of the parking garage that our location is at, and we have amazing views up there, just amazing atmosphere. We got drinks, we got snacks, and this weekend, we're going to be playing all of your favorite horror movies leading up to Halloween. We're talking the Blair Witch Project, Project 1999, Coraline, and Disney's new release, the Haunted Mansion, which I haven't seen, but I've heard good things.
It's kind of confusing with that one because years ago, I don't know if you remember, Disney released Haunted Mansion as well with Eddie Murphy, which I thought, wasn't a bad movie, but this is a whole brand new version of it, right?
Yeah, Disney, they're always kind of rebooting their stuff. And I think this one's based off the popular theme park ride that they have at, I believe, their main location. So
right.
It's a whole new movie and a whole new cast, and I hear it's really fun.
So that's going to be going throughout this weekend. But you guys, Halloween night rolls around. Y'all going to be open as well, and people better bundle up, right?
Exactly. So it's going to be a little chillier than we thought. So bring a blanket or, bring a Halloween costume that's insulated, because for Halloween, we're throwing a big party. We're going to be playing Hocus Pocus first, and then the 1978 version of Halloween as our late feature. We're going to have DJs, drinks, snacks, costume contests. We're encouraging everyone to dress up. We'll be giving out prizes. It's going to be a ton of fun.
And that is on Halloween. And now, for those who have not been there yet, can you purchase your tickets online? Or do you do it ahead of time, or is it better to do it there? What is your recommendation?
It's possible to purchase your tickets on site, but we highly recommend to purchase your tickets ahead of time online because, these big events at Rooftop do sell out quick. So go to rooftopcinemaclub.com, purchase your tickets online. That way you're ensuring that you have the best seats in the house.
Now we're coming up, I guess, is it coming up to the end of your season? I imagine, or when's the opportune time as you guys operate?
So we just released our final program for the year. So all of our movies are locked in from now until January 1st. And we're doing so many cool things. We're doing our People's Choice screenings where our guests will be able to vote on what movie that they want to see. So if you got a particular movie that you're interested in, please let us know. We'll play that movie if it wins enough votes. We're also doing our fall romance program because in fall, like all year, it's the time for romance. We're doing rom-coms, all kinds of stuff. We're doing our social cinema every Tuesday, and that's live music. And we're also doing our silent discos, which have been really fun and just a huge breakout success.
Are the silent discos the ones where you wear the headsets?
Yeah. So
okay.
We don't have the date locked in. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I was going to say I did that for the first time on a cruise about a month ago. Craziest thing ever. A lot of fun, but you take them off and people are just dancing away. You don't hear anything. Weird if you just walk in the room and wonder what's going on.
Yeah, it's a little bit of you got to adapt to it, but once you do, you're having a lot of fun. Trust me, cool. If you haven't done it, give it a shot.
Let me ask you this. Looking back over the years, the People's Choice screening, what are some of the movies that have been reoccurring that you've seen that people choose they want to see again?
So, at Rooftop, we like to play the kind of like greatest hits of movies, but I've noticed that when we do the People's Choice screenings is when we get an opportunity to see some more niche movies. Stuff like Tarantino's films or Wes Anderson, Studio Ghibli. It's a good opportunity for you to kind of vote for a movie that's is good, but maybe your neighbor doesn't know is so good,
Can you guys, do y'all operate year round?
Yeah, so we operate as much as we can around the year. We do tend to close around January for a month or two just because it's so cold. Right. But, depending on how the weather's looking for that year will affect our scheduling, whether we open up a little earlier or maybe even a little later.
Well, that's cool because a lot of business have it kind of locked, they're going to be closed during these times, but it sounds like you guys have a little bit of flexibility. I mean, if we get to March and it's getting up in the 70s and 80s during the day, it'd be a prime time for y'all to open up again, right?
Absolutely. We're all about the community. So if the supply is if the demand is there, if people want to come and experience Rooftop, we're trying our best to accommodate as many people as possible. So, the weather's looking good and people want to come out, we'll open a little earlier.
I know we've done some live shots with you on the Rooftop itself, and you guys have full service bars up there, and you also have a wide variety of food, right?
Yeah, absolutely. And, our menu is something that we're always striving to make better and better. So, our menu has taken a big improvement from what it was last year to this year. And I'm sure from this year to next year, we'll be looking to improve it even more.
What are some of the favorite things you have on that menu?
Well, right now, our hot dogs are really popular, and our hot dogs are popular. We got pretzels. Next year, we might have pizzas, and we're always kind of looking to innovate as far as the type of food that we're offering. But cool. Yeah, absolutely.
Once again, Donovan, the website and where can people find you? Where physically? I know you're in Uptown Park. Where's the location that people can find you? It's
Post Oak Boulevard, near the Galleria area, and the website is rooftopcinemaclub.com.
All right. We're going to have all that information in your social media information in our posts after the show. Donovan Johnson, Operations Manager for Rooftop Cinema Club in Uptown Park. Thanks for being here. We hope to see you again soon.
Thanks for having me.
All right.
Thanks,
so Randy, have you been to the Rooftop yet?
I am, and I have tickets for this weekend to Hocus Pocus with my kids.
Okay.
Sunday. It's Sunday. I think I have to check the calendar, but I think it's Sunday.
All right.
I'm super excited. I love it.
When you go with the kids, here's a question I got for you. When you go with the kids and, the kids are having their popcorn, maybe some hot dogs, sodas, do you sneak off and get a glass of wine?
I don't sneak off. I just do it right there in front of them.
Okay.
My husband's whole family is French.
All right.
Yes, everyone drinks wine. You'll be fine.
Yeah. The French and Cajuns, they like their wine.
A little vino.
All right. So Randy, you got a
But they
special
have good
guest you're gonna bring
cocktails
on.
too, Todd. Just
What's
so you
that?
know, the cocktails are good too.
Okay. All right. All right. I'll take your
But
word for
I'm
it.
super excited to welcome back Amanda Guerrero, the Director of Instructional Support for HCC's Academic Success Centers. That would be great if I could say S's. Welcome back, Amanda.
Thank you so much, Randy. I'm happy to be here and to talk with you guys today.
Well, we're super excited. So why don't you start by telling us exactly what the Academic Success Centers are for those who don't know?
Sure. So HCC provides complimentary tutoring to our students, and our academic success centers, it's basically a one-stop shop for everything tutoring related. Now, students typically come in and they can schedule an appointment in advance, or they can call. So it's 713-718-8184, and they can speak with one of our call center representatives and schedule a session with the tutor during our normal operating hours. And students can also come in if they're looking for space to do, say, a group study session with some fellow classmates. We have spaces for that. A lot of students like to use our Academic Success Center for self-study purposes. Maybe they just need a print or use a computer or one of our resources. We have Wi-Fi access, and but our tutors are fabulous. We have over 160 tutors at the present time, and we cover almost every subject at Houston Community College. And one of the really key things that I think all of our students should know of is that our writing tutors don't just cover English. So any assignment that they might have that has a writing component to it, they can come into our center and have one of our writing tutors look over that assignment.
So just to be clear, any HCC student can use the center, and they don't have to be doing poorly or get a referral. They can just come in and take advantage of the services.
Absolutely. And we have done a lot of studies about the frequency and when our students are coming in and correlating that to success rates. So our students who come in earlier and more frequently in the semester tend to have higher success rates than those who wait until the end of the semester. So we encourage our students, once you find that you're either not doing super well at the beginning of the semester, start seeking assistance then, because many of our classes, especially in our STEM areas, each week is a building block upon the last week. And so it's very difficult if you wait 3 or 4 weeks to try to get caught up at that point in time. So earlier and more frequently. Now, we also have a virtual academic success center. So if you can't physically come in to one of our locations, you can still call that same number and we can schedule a one-on-one. And again, this is real time. So just like we're talking right now, you would be able to speak with a tutor and actually get real-time support through Microsoft Teams.
So where are the centers located?
Yeah, that's a great question. We have right now 14 academic success centers across HCC campuses. We have Central, A-Leaf, Katy, Spring Branch, North Line, North Forest, West Loop, Stafford, Missouri City, Coleman. I think I said Central campus.
And if they can't get into one of the physical centers, they can access all of the different tutors online.
They can. So all of our tutors who are physically working inside of the Academic Success Center are also in front of a computer with a webcam when they're not physically seeing a student. So it's not uncommon for a student, at least for math and or a writing assignment, to call into the center, and we can typically warm transfer them to a tutor if it's within our operating hours.
And what are your operating hours, really quick?
Sure. It's Monday through Thursday from 8 in the morning until 8 at night. And then on Fridays from 8 in the morning until 4, and Saturdays 9 to 3.
Oh, so really any day of the week except Sunday, they can get help.
Yeah, absolutely. And it works well because our adult students who get off of work at 5, they still have a window of opportunity, like 4 days a week from 5 until 8 to get assistance. And then also on Saturdays.
So if I'm looking for help, I can go in physically, I can go in online, and then you offer a wide variety of services. But you were talking about the writing tutors, and you said they're not just in English?
That's correct. So, we have students, this is the beauty of an emporium model type tutoring center, that one-stop shop I was referring to, is we have students, for example, taking a biology class, and they have, say, a biology tutor review the content of a lab report, and then they can flip and turn around and have a writing tutor actually review the grammatical aspects of the lab report that they're getting ready to submit before they submit it. So any assignment that is of writing nature, our writing tutors can assist with.
That's terrific. Now, you've done all of this, laid out all of these opportunities. What can students do to make the most of their sessions?
No, it's a good question too. First, it's important when you come in for a tutoring session that you come in with your assignment prompts. You come in with your notes from their class, so whatever your class notes are, and perhaps your textbook and the assignment that you've already worked on. Now, we encourage our students to have something that they have worked on before they actually see the tutor, so there's a starting point. And then it's also a great idea to have a very clear idea of what you would like to accomplish in that session, and to be able to communicate that to the tutor. And then at the end of the session, if you determine that, 30 minutes to an hour for your session is not long enough, you can always schedule a follow-up appointment with the tutor as well. Another thing to understand is our tutor do's and don'ts. So what can our tutors do versus what they can't do? So for our students, it's important to understand that anything that is graded, like a quiz or a test, or even like a homework assignment, our tutors can't say solve those mathematical problems that would be graded for you, but we can take similar type problems, remix them, and solve those ones so that you understand the concepts and the steps that you need to take to be able to do your work and submit that. And that's something that we do to ensure that we're upholding the utmost with academic integrity.
Sure, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, I can't imagine anybody wants you to do their homework for you, but I know, I know that I give my students a rubric, and I would certainly be thrilled for them to go and get a little assistance, especially when they're doing presentations and the more complicated things. Let me ask you a question. So tutoring, but you mentioned at the top some services that you offer in addition to that, but I love this like quiet study space, because I know a lot of our students live in multi-generational households or live with their parents still. So finding that quiet space is tough.
Yeah, so absolutely, you can come in and do self-study work, and sometimes our self-study students end up having a question or two, and if the tutor's not in an appointment, they just reach out and ask them. But we've also opened up, and I think we did an up to the minute a week ago or so on it, our digital access centers, and this is something that is in coordination with tutoring and library services. And so in addition to those 14 academic success centers that I mentioned, a couple of those are hybrid. So they're academic success center, digital access centers. So the digital access centers, we have an additional 3 of those to those 14 academic success centers. And that's another space where students can go for quiet study purposes, or if they just need help with like how to navigate Canvas or some simple technology questions. Or if they don't have, like you said, the access to technology at home, or maybe their internet's not so reliable, we have spaces on campus designed just for this, and it's great. It's wonderful. Our students love it. It's great also to see them just come in and utilize our study room spaces with classmates organically, where it's not a formalized group study session.
No, I think it's great. I know at A-Leaf, a lot of the students take advantage of the center there. So let me ask you a question. As we reach midterm, do we have capacity issues as we reach this midterm period and then finals coming up, or are you guys good to go?
No, so it's a great question. And we do see upticks about 3 weeks before midterms, and then again 3 weeks before finals in our foot traffic. So I think it's really important for students to understand how to check the schedules online, or simply program that telephone number into your cell phone, the 713-718-8184. Once you call that number, our lab assistants can schedule that appointment for you. So just a little bit of pre-planning goes a long way during the busier times of the season.
For sure. And I'm super excited that we have this for our students, and it's much needed. Let me ask you personally, because you seem really invested in this.
Yeah.
Have you tutored?
In the past,
Yeah.
I have tutored. It's mostly business and marketing type related tutoring. That's my background. But I don't tutor in our academic success centers. It's a lot to oversee that many locations and the projects that we do now.
No,
Yeah.
but I think you seem to understand the process, which is always nice when you have someone running the center who's actually done the activity and gets
Yeah.
because when you see a student really get it, that is the best feeling, that aha moment. That's
Yes.
really
And
the best part of the day.
we call that the light bulb moment, and our tutors love to share their wins when a student, because you can see it and you can almost see the relief on a student's face when they're like, oh, yes, I got it. And I can't tell you the plethora of thank you emails that come my direction. Usually they're sent to the tutors, but I ask them, please forward them to me. All of the positive things that we are hearing about, the services that we're providing, it really, we hire a lot of passionate people. And I think that's also very important to know that our tutors they're not there for the money, but they are there to make sure that our students are successful. I think another important thing to understand is over 80% of our tutors are faculty tutor 3s. That means that they are credentialed in the same fashion that our faculty are credentialed. So they have both a combination of tutoring and classroom experience behind them to be a faculty tutor 3. We also have peer tutors, and they're wonderful too, because they relate to students on a different level. So there's pros and cons to, all of it, mostly all pros, but yeah.
I think that's so great that we have such highly qualified tutors available to our students, and we're just setting them up for success. Amanda Guerrero, Director, Instructional Support for Academic Success Centers. Thank you so much. We'll have all that information in our post after the show. Thank you for being here, and thank you for setting our students up for success always.
Thank you, Randy. And we're looking forward to seeing all of our students who might be understanding about our resource for the first time through this interview. So I appreciate that.
All right. Thank you both. And we've got a few announcements to make before we close out today's show. One of them, Randy, is happening tomorrow, as a matter of fact. It is an ALS walkathon, and HCC is hosting a team that's representing the late Dr. Ewan. Of course, our Dr. Ewan is Kurt Ewan. It's going to be at Saturday's ALS Walk. As you know, HCC lost Dr. Ewan, a champion, last week when he lost his battle with ALS. He'd been with HCC for several years and lost a difficult battle with ALS just last Saturday. The family is supporting his ALS Foundation cause by working together to raise money for its people and to find treatments and a cure. You can either join the HCC team in the walkathon or choose a team member or just donate to the cause. The walk check-in is 9 a.m. The walk starts at 10 a.m. It is tomorrow at U of H's Lynn Husan Park, 4800 Calhoun. Check our post after the show for more information on this event. And we've got something come up. I've been reading this. Do you actually know what this is? It's Enchantech Halloween.
I don't.
I read through it several times.
For me.
But I'm just kind of want to go. I guess we'll have to go just to see what it's all about.
I know. I'm kind of excited, like a bridge between the magical realm of Halloween and the dynamic world of emerging technologies. The Enchantech Castle, as it's being called, will fuse fun, education, and innovation, and an opportunity to explore the potential of the metaverse and the impact of climate change. I mean, it's Halloween theme masqueraded, so sustainability is the theme. I don't know. I'm interested.
I'm interested.
10 a.m. to 1 o'clock Tuesday on Halloween, 1301 Alabama, room 216B.
All right. We're going to have to check that out, see what that's all about. One thing that is a big hit, very popular, free haircuts at the Central College. But it ends November the 15th. That's bad news. HCC is offering free haircuts again on Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 9:30 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Tuesdays, 9:30 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. Wednesdays. It's at the J.B. Whiteley Building, the Central Campus. Call for more information. We'll have the phone number in our post after the show. I'll tell you, though, get there because, they get full and it can be busy at times. So make sure you check it out. And as we were just hearing about, our digital access centers are opening across the college.
That's right. There'll be a ribbon cutting ceremony for the new Digital Access Center at HCC's A-Leaf Hayes campus in November. And that is Wednesday, November 8th at 10 a.m. in the HCC A-Leaf Hayes campus library. You heard all about them. Come down to the ribbon cutting. And I'm looking forward to it. I'll be there.
All right. One thing you may want to check out as well, it's coming up in November, but 'tis the season for the drama department, so they're gifting us with a mystery. Holmes for the Holidays, as in Sherlock Holmes, right? It's December 1936, and a Broadway star known for his portrayals of Sherlock Holmes invites fellow cast members to his Connecticut castle for a weekend of fun. That is until one of them is stabbed to death. You know, it's always fun until somebody pulls out a knife, right? It just doesn't work.
I mean,
Especially
how
when you're in a
terribly
castle
Agatha,
in the 30s. Yeah.
very
Anyway,
Agatha Christie of them.
sounds that way. It's happening at the HCC's Stafford Fine Arts Center. It's free. That's pretty cool, but reservations are encouraged. Here's the dates: Thursday, Friday, Saturday, November 9th to the 11th, and Monday, November the 13th. Check our post after the show for more information there. And spring and winter courses are still available. You can register starting, well, we've already started spring registration, Randy.
Mm-hmm. Yes, we have. Spring registration is ongoing. So, usual 5 ways to learn: online on a schedule, hybrid, in-person, hybrid lab. Check out hccs.edu/apply for the schedule and go ahead and get registered.
Okay, wrapping up today's show. Randy, thanks for being here. Monday, we have, let's see, Deborah Schultz is joining us from the Drama Productions Department, and we'll discuss HCC's Halloween plans, all that and more. Randy, have a good weekend. Enjoy the Rooftop Cinema.
Will do.
All right, folks, we'll see you back Monday morning live, 10 a.m. for Up to the Minute.